Okay, kids, it's Uncle Mike here, talking Santa Claus stories one more time. So we were talking about Santa Claus, how he's using the mushrooms, feed to Rudolph, she eats the mushroom, right? Then her urine becomes a potent cocktail, right? And he puts that in the food source of the other reindeers. That's the gist of what happened. Well, other reindeers, no bad effects, just kind of euphoria and willingness to connect, right? Willingness to be of one mind, be of one mind together, while they're carrying the Santa, you know what I mean, on his sleigh. I mean, this is the scientific truth of these chemicals. Anyway, you want to laugh about it, I think so. Or maybe some people have already cried about it. But, hopefully Santa's going to get everybody laughing about it. So, anyway, the reindeers drink the reindeer piece, and they're like united together in their strides and their thoughts. But always they're like, okay, who's in control? They don't, worry too much about it. They're more like asking each other, well, which one? And eventually one is like, okay, I'll keep the beat, I'll just keep the timing. And everybody else says, okay, fine. Because he's now like, not as much fighting. Not as much fighting now. We're between the reindeers. So they're learning, tempo and keeping in step, and how these can, you know, lighten it, because they're all in timing. Work pretty well. Santa, he was impressed, Like, yeah, now I see, Rudolph. Thank you. And Rudolph, she was like, I thought you would like it. And the other reindeers, you know, at the beginning of this, Farmer did not tell the other reindeers, that they were consuming piss. No, he did not tell them that. Nope. He just put it in their food. But they start to, understand a little bit what was going on. And anyway, they didn't complain, because reindeers are this way. Domesticate pretty easy. They agree to it, even if they know farmer's gonna eat some of us. Gonna feed us pretty good though. Yeah, we do it. So I got the attitude like that. But you can understand, we don't really want to pull the sled. Not, not to any spectacular level, right? Can't really get reindeers to do that. Unless, you use magic from nature. And that's what he did. Yeah, he, Miss Santa, in this case, was a he. It's like a Dutch, like old Dutch guy. Dutch or yeah, Norwegian, something like that. Anyway, that's pretty much the story of how reindeers fly. What story is born from. Anyway, there's more parts to it. Reindeers, like I said, not extremely creative, except for a few of them, like, guess who? Oh, yeah, Rudolph. Yeah, she was the dude, man, like, at this point, Rudolph was getting some props, right? And to her, it was like, whatever. It's like she knew she had it in her the whole time since she was little, since her first. Like she had been here before or something. And anyway, Rudolph the deer, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, basically like this, about synchronizing 8 reindeers, keeping in step, worked very well. How about this, you hang some bells on the carriage, and when they're in step, bells are ringing. It's not too bad, it's kind of pleasant. Here it comes, Consistent sound, because that's all you can get is rhythm from the ground, pounding, with the reindeer in constant step. And vibrates through the carriage, ringing the bells. But magic reindeer, especially with Rudolph in the lead, because now, all harnessed together, all of one mind, and they're ready, now it is like a play, like having fun, pulling the sleigh, and because they're learning together, we unite, make things easier, right? And you can enjoy it. But so, what happened? We put Rudolph at front, we are just kind of right on his vibe, because at this point, Rudolph, even though she was a girl, like to the boys, was just like respect her, like one of the guys, because it's that way all over the earth. But anyway, it worked. It worked pretty good, because she was able to send through her vibrations through the other reindeers, in notes and music, and control their footsteps, set up harmonics, different frequencies through the footsteps, and they just were marveling at the energy they could conserve, all the energy they conserved while they were using each other. And then you want to hear a performance from sleigh bells, because they are just vibrating, according to the bouncing. But with some conductor has the controls, right? Or, make magic like Mickey Mouse, when Mickey Mouse, he has the hat on, and he is conducting things around, like, Disneyland stuff. But, it's a reindeer. Pulling her herd, or her team, with Santa in the back. Anyway, you can imagine. This guy can get a lot of traveling done. Nobody really understands how he get his reindeer team to do that, because most of them, they'll pull, but not like that. How he doing, Santa Claus, So anyway, you get legend of Santa and Slay. So pretty much, pretty much that's it for that portion of story, right? Oh, I'll mention too, you know, just to bring back in again, what happened with Rudolph, because she is taking in the toxin all the time. It's going through her filtration, and the rest of the guys and girls, they're getting processed cocktail. It's a cocktail. Anyway, uh, so what happened to her? Did that hurt her system or anything like that? It's like, no, it's like I said, caribou, it's got 4 stomachs and different filtration system in there, so as far as damage to her physiological being, no, it just adapt. Just make some adaptations, and, her nose is come red permanently. And as well as a whole bunch of other things, really. It's all there. Go look it up. It's in science and somebody's books. And which books? It's a good point. Depends how you organize your library, right? We got libraries, right? You remember? Any kids remember the books in the buildings? Nowadays, not so much. It's all available on the computer. So is it confusing? Because in the library, separate them out. Fiction, non-fiction, and reference material. Concepts we should understand. When we're talking about research or science. Or poems. So, yeah, anyway, there it is. Rudolph and Sleigh. Santa bells, jingle bells. Santa Claus. For the northern tribes. Of course, there are just so many more myths from northern people. And a lot of them got these mushroom in it. But a lot of them don't get processed through the reindeer. You know what I'm saying? Always like, some of them, they just like had contests. Like eating the mushrooms was I don't know, I don't want to say a word, but like Russian roulette with the fungus. You know what I'm saying? Guys go out and picking up different ones, and then they try them out. Some of them blow their minds, and they remember it, and they keep that, And some of them, they die, a little bit. Oh, that guy died. Oh, don't eat that one, right? And they try to remember it. And some guy not die, but get really sick. Well, okay, you're gonna die depending how many you ate. You eat a bunch more, you're gonna die now, Except for a couple guys, we're like, nah, depends on my will. And other guys like, no, you cannot do that. Shaman was like, check it out. He would do it. He sometimes, go into a trance. Just sitting for days at a time, Like, I think he's dead, It must be. He has expired. But they leave him alone, and he come back to life. Only one. Everyone else, they take this mushroom, dead for sure. Except, This one guy, and that's, you know, where you get shaman from, like a magic guy, right? But he is there in lots of myths, you know, from lots of different people. Everybody got a shaman. Anyway, you know, we're just talking about history, the earth, right? Santa and his sleigh. Well, we got a couple stories going on, you know. Still, we got Nick and the son, you know, Nick and Mabel. You know, best I can tell, it's original, original. I don't know, you know what I mean? But our stories about right here, these are the longest. You know, I go back farthest. Okay, I believe it. He saw it. So, you know, I want to keep telling Santa Claus stories, you know? What the hell? So that's it, I think, for tonight. But we see you again next time.